Flaming Barrel.
This is Sean McGoey from
something
thought I'd
little bit
do a
different
little
today with our
bit today with our
reviews and news. So
news.
a live stream.
So
Yes, that's
live
right. This
stream.
is live. So I'm
Yes,
setting
that's
up
right.
for
Live. So I'm setting up
review. We're gonna be
review
doing a review on a photography
trigger
Wish.
that I bought from Wish. I can
Trigger
show
looks
you
like
what the trigger looks like.
right here. So that's what the trigger looks like. It's from
looks like.
Wish.com. I buy a lot of my tech from
I
Wish
buy a lot
because
from Wish
it's good quality
because
and
it's good quality and
as you know,
price.
I buy all my
I buy
all any tech.
tech. I don't get any tech from any companies that review, not
soon,
yet.
My budget is
Because
becoming
my budget is becoming very
so
very
we'll be doing
thin.
doing less and
So
less
we'll be
reviews.
doing
Can't
less.
get
Can't get
sponsors or
I can't sponsors or
companies
or
send me their
to send me
new
send me the
gadgets
cool
that they send out.
cool new games.
So yeah, so
Send
we're
out.
setting up
So
for
yeah, so
today. Just
we're setting a review today. Just thought I would give you inside
look of what we do and
look of
how
what we do.
realize
How we realize
set up for
it takes a lot to set up for
and
doing
video
shoots and video shoots to do
there's doing
editing.
itself,
There's doing the shoot
video.
itself.
I did
in the
a review on
I did a review on
last week.
last
Unfortunately,
week.
the camera malfunctioned.
Unfortunately, the camera
footage
malfunctioned
that
and
I,
all the
got
footage
didn't
that I didn't
so that was
didn't
at
take.
our
So that was
studio,
at our
B,
studio
which
B,
which
was where we did the DJI Mad Field test, which was very cool. Brand new studio that we just acquired.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
So we're setting
So-
up. I thought I'd do.
So we're setting up. I thought I'd do OBS. OBS broadcast. That's what the program that we use for doing this podcast or YouTube stream. So, but
yeah.
so let's see new things that are coming out.
I'm waiting for a couple of things to come in.
I'm waiting for a couple of things to come in. I'm waiting for a new LED
light to
light
come in, so we can
to come in, so we can
have another portable field light.
have another portable field light.
The
One light that I reviewed. I'm trying to think. Like it was probably 4 or 5 weeks ago. The LED. Do I have the box around here somewhere? The YN216 is working awesome. I'm really pleased with that that light. So yeah. So I'm trying to think what else is coming in the mail that I'm waiting for to come to a review.
I have a
new mount for the DJI Mavic
the remote
for the remote, because the way that the remote holds the phone, I'm not too thrilled with. I would rather have the
phone on the top so I can
see it instead of having to look down at the joysticks. So that'll be another thing. There's a new type of tech that I saw
that I kind of like. I'm trying to figure out
how I can hook it up to DJI Mavic so I can view it. It's a small they call them smart glasses that go over your regular glasses or your sunglasses, so you can see. It's a little video screen that you can look at what you're shooting, which is and it uses a mini HDMI cable or mini USB cable to hook it up to either your phone or a video camera, which I'm kind of waiting to
get that.
to
Eventually,
get that. Eventually, I'm right now looking at it, seeing if there's something else that would be better suited for, and I'm waiting for DJI to figure out what they're gonna do. They're working on a pair of smart glasses too, so I'm just waiting for them to come out with, because
in the
rules of flying drones, you have to have one
line of sight
on your drone. So if you're gonna fly with FPV glasses or smart glasses, you either have to have one eye on the drone and one eye on the screen, or you have to have a spotter to spot the drone for you. These are safety reasons, which it makes a lot of sense, because you don't want to fly blindly, because there's only a limited line of sight when you're looking at a camera view of the drone. But the Mavic Pro, the flight that I did last week, it went well. I'm really impressed with it. I'm still getting used to flying it. I've never flown their company drones. I've flown other company drones, like the Omnigo Fly and cheaper ones that I've bought before. But this is the first semi-pro, semi-consumer drone that I've flown. So, but yeah, it flew great. We were flying it in sleet, which is not a.
It wasn't sleeting that hard.
It wasn't sleeting that hard. It was just starting when I was coming down from the flight. So, and then we packed it up really fast and got it out of the weather.
But yeah.
And
yeah.
So that's
What else is coming in?
I'm trying to think what else is coming in.
Not too sure. I know there's
purchased a rubber
protector for
the DJI Mavic remote that I'm waiting to come in.
What else do we have?
Trying to think what else do we have.
Oh well, let me set up.
Let me set up for the camera and or the other camera. Right now I'm shooting on my Sony HD cam. The camera that I shoot for the reviews is on the Sony Action Cam. I like the fisheye lens look of the camera, so that's why I use that one. It gives it a little bit of a nice artistic view of the videos. So, but this camera is a good camera too. The only bad thing about the HD camera that I'm shooting on right now is there's no audio out, so I can't hook up a external mic to it.
I have this mic
for that. Which is I got that mic on Wish too, which is it's a fairly good mic. I'm impressed with the quality of the mic. So we'll
see how it's running.
We'll see how it's running. I'm looking down at
my audio equipment.
I have it hooked up to the Scarlett. What is it? The Scarlett 2i4. It's an audio interface for my computers, which works really well. I use this all the time when I'm doing when I have to do live dub overs. So I'm really impressed with it. I'm glad I got that last. It was either last year or the year before that. It's a good piece of equipment. The company's awesome. It's a really high-end piece of equipment. I know a lot of people that have used it. They suggested it, so I broke down it and bought one. Because I do a lot of when I do live shows.
When I do live shows,
excuse me. do live shows, and I'm setting up for the audio. Usually I'm the tech. I'm one of the talents. I do all the special effects for the lighting, everything else, so I try to automate as much as I can when I'm doing shows. Like I have a show in October that I do every year. It's a free event in Matamoros, Pennsylvania, on Avenue I called Flaming Barrel of Monkeys Circus of the Dead, which is a playoff of the Spanish or Mexican holiday Day of the Dead. So Bartholomew Slab, which is the main character, he's the ringmaster and the crypt keeper of the Circus of the Dead. So I have two other really talented entertainers that I work with. Ellie and Marty Larson from Muggle Juggle and More that usually help me out do the show. We've been doing it for probably about 3 years. The show's grown from, I think first year we might have had 15 people show up. Last year we had about 30 plus people show up. The street was packed. They actually closed. There was no way of getting cars through that our street that we do the show on, which is on Avenue I in Matamoros, Pennsylvania. You can look that up, or you can look up Flaming Barrel Monkeys Entertainment online, where it's www.flamingmonkeys.net, which is our website. So, yeah. So that's about it. What's our next? What's my next show that I'm going to be doing? In June. Any of you guys that are up near Albany, New York, in Altamont, New York, which is on Indian Ladder Farms, this is our 3rd year. There's going to be another Renaissance Fair there. It's the Capital District Renaissance Festival, I believe. That's what it's called. It's on Indian Ladder Farms. I do a show called Circuits of Fire, which is a fire manipulation show and a little bit of history about the traveling entertainer in the Renaissance age. So if any of you guys are out near there in June, it's going to be June 10th and 11th. I usually do 2 or 3 shows a day, but I'll be there all day long. If you guys want to come out, say hi. I would love to see my fans that watch this program, watch Flame Barrel Monkeys, Tech Junkies. Let me know if you're coming out. I can keep my eye out.
Yeah.
So,
another thing,
yeah.
We have a Patreon.
Another thing, we have a Patreon campaign that we started. This is something to help us
raise money.
For different types of tech that we want to get on our show, and for equipment that we need for doing field reviews or other things. It helps us with budgeting the money for different types of tech, because we buy all our own tech. We don't have any backers. I don't have any sponsors, not yet. So everything that we spend on this show comes out of my pocket. It comes out of our pocket from the entertainment company. So any money that people can spare, $1, $2, whatever you can spare, that would be awesome. So, but yeah, I don't know what else to say other than I guess I should get ready for doing this review. Actually, I'll pull out the photography trigger that I showed you guys.
It's a simple one,
It's
but I'm really impressed.
It's a simple one, but I'm really impressed with it. I used it up at
up in the studio taking pictures.
Just checking it out, and the pictures came out pretty good.
So it comes in a box like this.
So it comes in a box like this. This is what the box looks like. It's made by. Pull it So
that's
carefully.
one of
So
the
that's
pieces. You'd mount this
one of the
onto
pieces.
a tripod,
You'd mount this
or you can
onto
slide
a
it
tripod,
into,
or you can slide it into
a
a
hot shoe.
into a hot
One thing
shoe.
nice about it I like is
And one thing nice about it I like is the
umbrella on it.
right here you can put an umbrella on it too, or put a reflector
Reflector umbrella or
on it, a reflector umbrella or a diffuser umbrella,
nice
which is
feature.
a nice feature. Oh, I left it on. It's not good.
Doesn't use
Yeah.
that much power. So
Doesn't use
anyway,
that much power.
this is
So anyway, so
the
this is
flash
what
or
the
your,
flash
your
or your strobes that you
go
use
to.
in the studio
There's a little
go to,
hole on the
because there's a
side.
little hole on the side that you can plug in a PC cable, and you can hook it up to your strobes, so you can have a slave, and then this one goes onto your camera, which is your trigger.
So in the review, I'll be
So in the review, I'll be setting up a flash so you can see how it works.
Another nice thing.
And
another
nice thing, you can use more than one of these. There's a
to set them up.
way
So
to set them up so it will control
multiple.
multiple.
You can set up 2 of these.
So you can set up 2 of these, 3 of these, 5 of these if you want to have a large area to cover. And then you just I believe you can set it up so it will trigger one after another or all at one time. So, and it has the 2 remotes here, the 1 and 2.
And it's made by
Andor. Andoer. I've never heard of the company. But
so far, what I've
seen, I'm really impressed with it.
And the one that I got.
And the one that I got was, it's called the Remote Speedlight Trigger PT series. And let's see, which one did I get? I believe the one that I got was the PT-04G. Why?
Oh, nope. That's not the one that I got.
Oh, nope. That's not the one that I got.
Doesn't have the little,
that one doesn't have the little clip on the side. The one that I got was the PT-04NE, which is
so there's different kinds that they have.
Different kinds that they have.
That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like. The
channel setting switch is that little red
channel
switch.
setting switch is that little red switch, so you can change the channels, or you can set the channels for different things.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Do I have the PT-04?
Do I have the PT-04?
For the PT-04, you have
So for the PT-04, you have 1, 2, you have 4 methods that you can set this trigger to. It's the channel coding. So it's pretty
for the money that I spent. I think I spent like 18.
For the money that I spent, I think I spent like $18 for this. It's like nothing. For those of you that do photography and know how much equipment could really cost, this is
reasonably priced.
This is really reasonably priced. Yeah. Let me set up the camera. I use a. Let's close that up.
Camera of choice that I use.
The camera of choice